Hey, what's happening, everybody? Truckin' Rob coming at you here. We're taking a little drive. Want to talk to you a little bit today. We're in right around Rockdale, Texas. Headed up 77. Headed up to Cameron. Go pick up a load. So we're cruising along here. Forgive any kind of background noise. Guess what? I'm a truck driver. So there's going to be a little bit of background noise while I'm talking to you on this one. So my sincere apologies on any audio issues. I'll talk to you guys. This will be kind of pointed towards the new guys thinking about getting into trucking. Kind of what's involved, what you might expect. Well, not what you might expect, but just kind of what it's about. You know, if you're thinking about it, get into it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I really couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. You might hear that it gets in your blood, and once it's in your blood, it never gets out. Well, that's very true. This is life. This is a lifestyle out here. Even when I'm at home, I love being at home. I love my wife and children. I really do. But if I'm home for a few days, a week or so, I feel like something's missing, and it's the road. You got to get out here on the road and run up and down the damn highway, and it's in our blood. It becomes a part of life. So if you're thinking about it, usually the main question and my biggest question for people wanting to get involved in trucking is why. Why do you want to be a truck driver? And there's usually a few reasons that I get for that, and the most common is that you want to make the big bucks. You get on here and watching YouTube videos and live feeds and stuff like that of people making big money and being very prosperous out here. And that's true. That absolutely can happen to you. However, it's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. Nothing is going to be handed to you out here. You've got to earn every single bit of respect and your place at your company. When you're just starting out, you're down at the bottom, and you've got to definitely work your way up, work your way through the ranks. It's just the way it is. A lot of people think that once they get their CDL, that it's just a golden ticket to big money. And yes, it is definitely a golden ticket, but again, you've got to work for every bit of it. A lot of people think, oh, just because I got a CDL, you're looking on the internet and finding all these companies, and they got big flashy lights and neon green banners across the top where you can make $100,000 or $150,000 your first year and a sign-on bonus and that whole deal. But there's lots of fine print involved in that. That's just their wiggly worm on the hook to bring you in. And some of them are legit. But a lot of those are, if you've got previous experience, you can come in at that level. But most of them, you're going to start out at the bottom and work your way up. Now, you can make damn good money just starting out. Don't get me wrong on this, guys. You can make damn good money starting out, but you're not going to be thrown right into the top. You've got to work your way up to the top. So don't get me wrong on that. There is you can make a decent living just starting out being a company driver. You can do just fine. There's lots of guys that their whole career, that's all they've done. They're just a company driver, and they're fine with that. And then you've got lease operators that take it up to what we call the next level. You get a little bit closer to running like an owner-operator. You're paying your fuel. You've got a truck payment now. A whole lot more responsibilities. So it takes another level of knowledge and experience to be successful on the lease side. And then the next level up from that would be a full-blown owner-operator, meaning you're running the show. That's your name on the side of the truck. That's the real meaning of an independent owner-operator. Now, you can be an owner-operator and lease on to another company and not necessarily put your name on the door, but you're still an owner-operator. You're just leased on to a company. You still own the truck. You're financed on your own, what have you. There's lots of variables in that, but all the way up to independent owner-op, where it's your name on the truck, it's your DOT number, you're calling the shots, you're out looking for customers of freight to haul. That's pretty much El Tippy top of the chain here. And ultimately, hopefully that would be your goal, to own a truck or possibly a few trucks and start a small fleet. That's how these big box companies start out. How do you think they start out? Do you think they started out with 5,000 trucks and just hit the ground running? No, absolutely not. It was one man, just like you, just like me, that had one truck and was an entrepreneur, had a good head on his shoulders, and did the right things in his business, and got one truck, and then one truck turned into two turned into three, so on and so forth. And now they're this big, huge, publicly traded company. That's how it happens, but it all happened with one man. That could be you. So there is potentially a lot of money to be made out of here. So stay positive on that. You've just gotta work your way through. Another thing to think about if you're just starting out is your financial position, because you're not going to be making the huge dollars just starting out. So you might want to kind of prepare a little bit for a few rough weeks ahead, especially through training and getting your CDL, all that kind of stuff. So it all depends on you, your financial situations. If you've got a lot of debt, if you're married, you got kids, got a lot of bills and stuff like that, you're the ones that you've really got to go get it. You got to be a real go-getter and learn fast and talk to the right people. Don't hang around with the bad crowd. Stay to yourself and learn just absolutely as much as you can about this job as fast as you can, so you can start making the big money. All right, nothing's gonna be handed to you. So there's lots of good videos out there to watch. I've got quite a few. I'm putting out new ones every week, very informational. There's other ones that go over CDL testing, what to expect from the CDL test, how to get your license, some companies to choose from, what division. I'm going to be doing a video here in a little while about choosing a company and choosing a division, and that meaning flatbed, reefer, tanker, car haulers, you name it. I'm going to kind of go into detail on that a little bit in a future video, so stay tuned on that. And then usually the second most common thing answer to the question of why do you want to be a truck driver is to have a little bit more freedom and to be able to see the sights, to go see things out there in the world. Go see places, go see family members that you haven't seen in years, because now you've got a traveling job. A lot of that's true. You will have a lot more freedom versus, say, a 9-to-5 regular Joe job. However, you're going to be working, chances are you're going to be working for a company starting out, so you're going to be, I don't want to say you're going to be told what to do, but if you're a company driver, you work for that company, so in a sense you kind of have to do what they tell you to do, and that's the job. Even on the lease and the owner-op side that are leased onto a company, if they give you a load, if you're a company guy, you can't really turn it down. That's the job, buddy. You gotta run that load. and suck it up and chalk one up for experience. So as far as the freedom, yes, absolutely. You've got a lot more freedom out here. Right here, right now, we're driving down the road. There's nobody else in the truck with me. There's nobody telling me where or what I need to do. I've got to go pick up a load up here. I already called them. It's ready to pick up. I run flatbed, so it's really no appointment needed. It's kind of a window. If I show up between 8 o'clock and actually this place here that I'm going to is open 24 hours, so, and it's a preloaded trailer, so I'll just, whenever I get there, I'll hook onto it and tie it down and go on down the road at my leisure. However, I got to, the job is delivering freight from point A to point B as quickly and as efficiently as possible, so I don't want to lollygag around. And that's why I'm making this video while we're going down the road. So, but again, there's nobody telling me, there's nobody barking at me, barking orders at me. As long as I go pick up this load and deliver it on time, that's it. I'll be fine. Nobody else barking at me. The other thing is about seeing places and family members, whatnot. Yes and no. Most of the time, back to what I just said, the job is delivering freight from point A to point B as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So more often, truthfully honest, we don't have time. We really don't, most of the time. Now don't get me wrong, sometimes you've got a load that's got a little bit of extra time on it. You've talked to your receiver and they're full, they don't have any other appointments today, or it's something special to where it's got a specific delivery date and time, and they absolutely positively will not take you early. So now you've got a little bit of time on this load. Yeah, you might be able to swing through someplace and park the truck, take a taxi, have somebody come pick you up, go hang out for the day, go see the sights, stuff like that. But generally, we're just passing through. You know, I talk to a lot of my family members and friends, and I'm constantly talking with people, telling them where I am or what's going on, and they say, oh well, you should swing through, or we should go have dinner, and we'll go see Uncle Frank or cousin Billy Bob, whatever. And I hate to be rude, and it's kind of hard to explain to your friends and family that don't understand the trucking industry, is that, hey, I really don't have time. I'm kind of just passing through, so maybe next time, and that's kind of the way that works. And eventually, they might get a little frustrated with you, but they'll get over it. They'll figure it out, and they'll start to understand and support you in it. And some of them, if you're parked at the truck stop somewhere, they'll come meet you or come pick you up and go out to dinner and have a good time. So that's that on the freedom and the time. That's the other one, I guess I don't get it too often, but this is more of the female drivers. I used to train for 2 years, and I had a female driver, and I tell you what, she was the best student that I had as far as drive, as far as initiative, wanting to she had something to prove to herself. She wanted to show herself and her friends and family that she could do this, and that's great. Again, she was my best student because of that. She was always listening, paid attention, didn't really mess around doing other things. She always wanted to learn. So if you've got something to prove to yourself, if this is something that you've always wanted to do, oh man, that's awesome. You're going to be just fine. Maybe your dad was a truck driver. Maybe your uncle or cousin or whatever was a truck driver, and it's always something that you've wanted to do. And some people knock you down for it, say, oh, it's pretty tough, man. It might not be cut out for you. you might want to try doing something else. Don't listen to them. If you want to do it, and do it good. Do everything 100%. Do everything to the best of your ability, and that's it. Just do it. There's nothing else to say on that. Quit worrying about, oh, I might not make it, or I'm not good enough, or whatever. That kind of attitude is, well, that drives me nuts. You know, if you want something, you really want to do something, do it. Do it. Don't be scared of it. So that's about all I've got on this. It's tough out here, away from your family, wife and kids, friends, whatever. It is tough, but again, it's a lifestyle, and if it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. You've got to do a lot of research on it out here. You've got to talk to a lot of people. People that I talk to that are thinking about getting into it, I usually tell them to, you know, if you're not sure exactly what it is, or you're tired of watching things on the internet sitting at home, get in a car, have somebody drive you, whatever. Go to a truck stop. Go hang out at the truck stop. I'm sure there's one somewhere around you that's not too far. Go hang out at the truck stop and talk to the real truck drivers out here that are doing this job, and they'll tell you the real story, like I will. I'll never tell a lie on here. I'll tell you the truth about everything. But them truck drivers there at the truck stop, you'll hear some good stories, and I guarantee you're going to hear some bad stories, but it's going to be live. It's going to be right there. He's looking in your eye and telling you the story, you know. So get out there, talk to other drivers, and really get a lot of information. So, well, that's about it on this video here, guys. As you can see, I'm pulling into to where I need to be to pick up this load, so I'm gonna have to cut this off. I've got a lot to say about this particular topic, so I'll be making a lot more videos about this particular thing. But if it's something you want to do, go out and do a lot of research and check on it, and stay tuned to the channel. Like I said, I've got more videos. I've got quite a few out already. I got a lot coming, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there below. Some of you guys that are just getting started, maybe you have an idea for these guys to get some better information. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I appreciate your time, and I hope this video helped out a little bit and you got to see some sights. See going down the road. Sorry about the audio again, but we're out here working. I'm a working man. So all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here, and remember to be the professional and set the example. I'll talk to you later.